So up first, we got Freak versus Cappucirno. Yo, Freak almost with the Pog combo. Cappucirno representing Argentina. We've been seeing more SA representation, which makes me mad happy because we haven't really had that in a while. He was the first of sort of a new wave that's showing up. Nice jump AB. Decent start from Freak, but yeah, that's just a bad position. Against Kyo, it's hard to survive with just a little bit of chip. Okay, good start from Cappucirno, but that was also a good start from Freak. I like the attempt there. He waited, tried to air to air with the jump B, but he was a little bit too early. That lazy kick. I like the idea, but it didn't work out. I appreciate him getting out of there. Universal overhead is threatening tool from Kyo. Yeah, nice jump AB from Cappucirno. You got to be careful. Kyo has like a suite of air-to-airs, like, or anti-airs in general. Like, this guy is very well equipped to punish anyone who's jumping. That spin was Pog, yo. The dock under the spin was sick. I wish Freak did the 5AB to punish, but it's all right. Freak right now, he's in a pretty good spot. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh, and he's willing to throw it out. Freak was probably thinking run up throw there. Yeah, the universal overhead. That's fair. Just got over Freak. It's unfortunate. He had a nice little lead going, but I don't know. When Cappucirno realized that he was like so close to death's door, he was willing to sort of take some risks. And that jump heavy while in rage just did a ton of damage. So worked out for Cappucirno there. Okay. 1-0. Good jump heavy. Freak has the right idea there, using the Nadeshko to get in and then following that with a jump. General, like, solid pressure for this character. There's the spin. I like the fact that it juggles universal overhead. Freak is someone who used to be with us for a while. He was one of the regulars, but he had some responsibilities with locals that sort of kept him from participating. So it's nice to have him. Nice combo. He's looking pretty good this round. Cappucirno throwing out the Utsunami. I like the backdash because universal overhead, man. If you're going to fight Kyo, this is coming from a guy who plays Kyo. Annoying character. Expect to see that universal overhead a lot. At this point, I would just... What can he do to you? Just don't give up any big hits. Yeah. It's okay to turtle. Freak is back with the Yoshi. He do be back. Getting on the board there with that round. Okay, yeah, 2AB attempt. That's not going to hit anyone standing. It's sort of a dedicated anti-air. Well, it will hit some people. I think Zonk, Gao, and Ghetto. But this is a niche tool. Yeah, absolutely. Freak for a while when things are really slow. I mean, he was one of the crew. It was nice to see him again. It goes to show we've had so many people come and go over the years, you know what I mean? But these events persist. Nice spin from Cappucirno. 5B. Oh, that's back turn? A little bit too late. At least he didn't eat the 5AB, I thought. Got out there while I was talking. Okay, interesting. The duck all into the DP was... Yeah, it doesn't get punished for it. Ugh. Do you run? Oh, where's the combo? You got Cappucirno. Yeah, you have to do it. Are you dead? Oh, you should be dead. Freak got away with one there. Freak got away with one there. That's a big punish on that spin. And honestly, a lot of times it's difficult to punish. It's actually a little... The recovery is a little bit quicker than I think it should be. But, Freak was still got it. 2C into the grab. We take those. One game apiece. Oh my, indeed. Got a little bit lucky, but we take it. I like the idea from Freak, but Cappucirno using that jump B well. Now we saw Cappucirno try and do the 2AB there. I like trying to 2AB a jumping Yoshi, but it is a dangerous game. It is a very dangerous game. Nice spin. That somehow worked. 5AB. Okay, 6-6AB works too. Right now, Freak with a little bit of a lead here. Cappucirno throwing out tsunamis. I don't mind using tsunami. Nice jump B, though. It's a good tool. You know, what we haven't seen from Cappucirno is the toad, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, I feel like not every set needs a toad. The toad just has incredible risk, too. But we've not seen it. That's dead. Yeah, okay. Freak, looking good. All right, Cappucirno still in this 1-1. This game will determine who wins the first set. Good patience from Cappucirno, just sort of waiting. Let's see if I can show. I like the attempt from Freak, but just too far. That does link into Big Pursuit. One thing we haven't seen is deflect. There's been a lot of poking on both sides. There's that spin again, Cappucirno. Good identification from him. I feel like I like the 5As from Freak. That's pretty nice. And that's going to be big. Yeah, Cappucirno's feeling the pressure right now. But you know what? That is one thing about Yoshi. Not a lot of damage. For all that pressure and all those hits, not a lot of damage. Punish that with a 5AB. That'll do. Little Pursuit. Very nice. And okay, Cappucirno thinking throw there. But Kyo is just, he struggles with the throw and the Big Pursuit. Freak looking kind of saucy right now. This is a tough spot. Yeah, run up grab. No, I think that was good. Yo, shout out to the homie from Argentina. I love seeing his Kyo. Still early, but Freak coming out with a nice win here. 2-1 to start. That's a good showing. They're in. It is Tam Tam and MexicanAvenger going with the Milkman Genjiro here. I think this should be an interesting matchup. My observations, I've not gotten to play Rollo. Rollo is still, from my understanding, relatively new. So I think you'll see Rollo sort of leaning into those more like, you know, the big options from Tam. Is it 2AB? Is it instant overhead AB? Those sorts of things. MexicanAvenger, I'd say is ooh, that's bad. Punish that. Could have gotten more, but that's fine. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Going for the cross up too much. Good punish from Rollo. One thing I've noticed about MexicanAvenger is he's solid, a little buttonsy, but like that's fine. I think in this game in particular, it works out. Right now, this is really close. Okay, Rollo with a nice jump AB. Close first round. Okay. 5A, good button from Tam. Underrepresented. It's sort of his like stop moving poke. And the other question is, now that I think about it, has MexicanAvenger ever fought this matchup? The DP's interesting. Okay, nice spin from Rollo. One thing from MexicanAvenger that I'm seeing is, and they might just be drops, but like, oh no! That would have been so big with the WFT, but yeah, still gets it. I know MexicanAvenger does not use, it's gonna kill, yeah, damn. Doesn't use macros, so we're seeing like some Bs. I think they're AB drops. That's just something that comes with time. But rollomollo pulling out the slow-ass command grab, it happens. My read, MexicanAvenger is not fought at Tam Tam. Which is totally fine. That's why we're here. Okay, Rollo up one. 5A to start, always a good move. That would have, yeah, nice 5AB would have been nice there. That's it's actually a really good trade for MexicanAvenger. That's bad for, oh, nice block for rollomollo. Careful, yep. Well, that's a back turn. I think he could have gotten a little bit more, but 660, we take those. Okay, yeah, I like getting out of there just because Tam Tam, especially in rage, it's like an oopsie can kill you. Like Tam can just throw out the 2AB or the jump heavy. That, okay, get that Big Pursuit Rollo. No, I think he's just a little bit too early, but yeah, 2AB. This is Tam for you, just high risk highs and lows, essentially. 2AB does massive damage. It's about 11 frame startup. It's a low, and it hurts like hell. Jump AB is an instant overhead. High risk involved. Nice. Ooh, look at that. Big damage there from the 2AB. Careful. Okay, unfortunately, yeah, that jump heavy from Genj is hard to place. Shouts to Rollo for getting the Big Pursuit. That one is a little bit tricky. Nice block. Punish that. Yep, 6-6 AB. It's the grab. Okay, MexicanAvenger looking much more comfortable this round. Sort of keeping the pressure up. Nice defensive grab from Rollo. Punish that. Yeah, that's huge. If you miss that flame spit, like if you get under it, you can do whatever you want to him. Like that's a 5AB situation, WFT situation, whatever. Okay, one round apiece. MexicanAvenger looking more comfortable there. He skulls out from Rollo. Oh, that was big. Get a damage on that. Nice. Jump A will do. But there's that 2AB. That's the thing fighting Tam. That'll hit Rollo. You got it? No. Careful. Okay, very nice. Rollo in the blue. Okay, what do we do? Ooh! Oh, we got it! All right, this is sick. All right, 1-1. I want more. Let's do it. Hakuna Matata. I want more. This is good. All right, Steamy Crags. Okay, 5A. Really good button. Oh, and see, there it is, though. That 2AB. Fighting Tam is uncomfortable, bro. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it. When he gets close to me, it's not good. Yo. They're trying to throw each other. Yep. Universal over it. That'll work out. And right now, Mexican Avenger is just he's pushing buttons. Careful of that. Yeah, I like the way. Well, that's a bigger punish than that. And that worked out for him. 2 pixels now. Rollo, yep. Okay. And there you go. Mexican Avenger is starting to build some momentum here. Rollomollo going to come in with rage. See what he can make happen. He's going to have to pick that up. He can't just leave that there. Okay, 5AB. Goes for the spin. And you know what? I think the last time I saw Rollo, I was commenting on overuse of 5AB and not enough 2AB. He's done a lot of 2AB here. That's big. Come on, buddy. I believe. Yes! Big pursuit. Nice block. 2AB. Okay, good punish from Mexican Avenger. I don't know if that was a punish or not, but Rage Explode is kind of wild. I don't know. Okay, they both do it. Yeah, you got to be careful, man. That's a good way to throw it away. Careful. Is the damage potential? Okay, yeah, he got it. I think that'll kill. I don't agree with the Rage Explode. I understand wanting to close it out, but putting himself at incredible risk. Regardless, Mexican Avenger does figure that one out. But shouts to Rollomollo. There were some definite improvements there from the last time I saw his Tam. I feel like there's a distinct lack of Hanzo. And he's got the Tangerine Hanzo. Okay, let's do it. This is sort of an interesting fight. Basara, I would say, is the weaker character. Basara takes big damage. He doesn't have the worst defense in the game, but it's not that great. Where Hanzo has, on average, very low damage. It can be balanced out by the fact that Basara just takes more damage. And there's a nice tempo here from roadapple right now. You can tell that they have an idea of what they're doing. That should be big. Yep, nice to be into the big pursuit. Love to see it. Good stuff. All right, cool. Roadapple's played the game. That's funny. He goes for the universal overhead, but Eden rolls forward. I thought I was looking at DPL. My bad. Yeah, Pumpkin Hanzo. Oh, okay, nice from Eden there. Catches the okay, and then the toss. Up falls out. Eden really evening the score. Ooh, that could have been huge. That'll kill. You're dead. Very nice. That was looking all roadapple, but Eden just found a way. Okay. Backdash. Meditation from roadapple. Nice jump, AB. Went for the 2AB, but nothing doing, and decided, oh, goes for the big pursuit? It's a little bit too late, but I like the idea. Run up grab from roadapple. And so, ooh, okay, gets the, poor placement on the fireball from roadapple. I like the, ooh, gonna land on that. Very nice. You know, a lot of shuriken toss. It's worked out so far, but it's risky, folks. It's risky. Ooh, that's big. Not gonna work. And very good on roadapple to really maximize it. You can make an argument that he didn't need to do that. Maybe he could have gone into the next round with rage, but hey, whatever. We take those. All right, one round apiece. Both have bar. I fought Eden, and Eden with this character is pretty annoying, which I think is, they sort of play a hit and run kind of game. So I think this is a good character for Eden. Nice jump AB. Because Basara is just absolute a nuisance to deal with. You run up grab from roadapple. Right now, Eden with a strong lead. I think this could come down to how comfortable roadapple is making something happen. That is something you have to be careful of, because look at how much that hurt. Nice block. Yeah, Eden does not get hit by the universal overhead. What do? That's not good. Yeah, that's not good from roadapple, unfortunately. Yeah, and this got caught there by the shuriken. Very strong game from both players. Roadapple really stuck out, showing that he knows his Hanzo, but Eden takes that first game. I think it just shows that Eden's playstyle is when he finds the right character for it, can be very annoying and very effective. What's going on, Mr. Payne? Unfortunately, I cannot read that. I know you registered, but you didn't check in and you weren't in the lobby at start time. And that's typically how that works. I reached out to you in the regular 5 special lobby. So, you know, I had to remove you from this bracket, but I'm happy to have you next time. It's, you know, nothing against you personally. Just weren't there when we started. Sorry. Okay, nice 2AB from roadapple. But Mr. Payne, if you didn't understand the registration process, just ping me in the Discord and we can talk about it afterwards. But typically how it goes is if you don't check in, unfortunately I just don't speak the language, my friend. Someone else will have to help me. But you didn't check in, so there's nothing I can do about that. I can check afterwards, but I didn't see you check in. And if you don't check in, then he's saying he's going to report to the channel now. It's too late. Yeah, it's too late. I'm sorry, sir. Next time. Someone can let him know. It must have been confusion regarding the start time. But we can run it next time. Anyways, roadapple taking second game. I missed it. All right, 1-1. All right, doing it at the bridge. 1 apiece is interesting. I wish I could have seen that last game. But look at the damage he gets from the shuriken toss. A nice grab there from Eden. 6-6C, Little Pursuit. Went for the Little Pursuit again. And just getting caught by these shuriken tosses. Like, when you've seen that someone's going to do that, sometimes you just got to slow the tempo down and allow them to hang themselves. But right now, the shuriken tosses are really going in Eden's favor. That was back turn 5B. I'm not sure roadapple could have gotten more off that. Yeah, Eden just being really annoying, which is effective. Universal overhead works. And yeah, with that jump AB, holding up can be really beneficial. I'm sorry. If there's anyone that speaks Spanish in the chat that can help, I would appreciate it. But unfortunately, I just don't know. Yo, look at that. 50%? Do it again. Good from roadapple. 2C, 2C. 2B. That should be death. Yeah, for sure. Okay, this is coming down to the wire. Double Luigi, as the kids call it. Last game, last round. This is going to come up really good in the bot. Nice 5, baby. It's a really good start for Eden. Oh, and he got the command grab off the whiff punish? How much is that going to hurt? It doesn't hurt that bad. So roadapple really needs to take advantage of getting as much damage in the situation as he can. And right now, it's working out for him. Does Eden know that he can pop? This is bad organization, no communication. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. I wrote him in the main. Sorry. Shit. Roadapple takes it. GG's. Grand Blue Soul Calibur. Okay, got it. Yeah. I'm not familiar with Grand Blue. If there's anyone in the chat who has an opinion on that, definitely throw it out. What I will say, it's a very varied roster. There's a lot of characters here, and they all do some pretty interesting stuff. They both wanted forward roll command grab, and only one of them got it. But yeah, it's a cool roster overall, in my opinion. I might be a little bit biased. As you can see, our friend Yunfei here can fly, for example. Our friend Genjiro here is just cheap. Okay, nice jump heavy from DPL. Universal overhead. Lemos is still in the lead and gets that jump heavy. Yeah, close fight. Okay, I like the empty fly into the grab. Does meditate. I'm a firm believer. Like, it's weird. Yunfei is built for meditation. He gets a ton of save nothingness, but I actually feel that Yunfei isn't very good. Oh, yeah. Lemos identified that just a little bit too late, but I don't think Yunfei is very good in meditation, in my personal opinion. Lemos trying to get the grab. DPL just a lot of pressure here. Universal overheads, like really just milking that option again. I respect it. Okay. Ooh, nice 2B from Lemos. If Lemos can find to get the bar from DPL, if he can get DPL's bar, that would be beneficial. Oh my god, he went for the full screen Rekka, and it's not necessary. Oh my god, he finally got him. Jesus. Okay. See? We have characters who can fly, characters who can do full screen bullshit. Jubei is fine here. I'd say he's weaker here than he is in 7 for sure. But I play Jubei. I think he's fine. He has his weaknesses, but overall he's interesting. He has his catch counters. His catch counters are massive damage. So if you can make a read as to when someone's going to go high, mid, low, slash, or maybe even a special, he gets massive reward off of that. DPL, though, turning this around. It was looking all Lemos, but now DPL is doing very well. A nice 2B. That could have been huge for Lemos. These universal overheads, though, are just doing so good for DPL. Yeah, see, I just don't agree with it. I just don't think the time slow is very good. And now this is a terrible situation for Lemos. He does get the throw, but yeah. Can you get away? Yeah. That's just a bad spot. You have no bar. You have very little health. DPL has to have nothingness. There's not a lot you can do with that. This is the first time I've seen Genj play, or not Genj. It's the first time I've seen DPL play Genj. I'm sure he has before, but it's the first time I've seen it. The far medium into DP depends. It's a lot wonkier in this game than it is in 7. I'll tell you that right now. At max range, he cannot get any of them, but he can typically get 5B into BDP. It's actually a weakness of his, because it just ends up with him having like a little lower on average damage. If you know what you're doing, you can definitely make use of that, but sometimes it doesn't work out for you, and it's pretty big scary. Punish that. Nice 6-6 AB. Good from Lemos. Pulling out the Kaz. I like the jump AB attempt. Looked like he wanted to get a run there, but input dropped. Went for big pursuit, but it was too late. That's unfortunate. You saw the damage there on the first hit of record. Wasn't that great. Went for the 5 AB. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty mix. Just going immediately with the cross up. Hop, yeah, 6-6C. The hop just sort of ate it. Okay, nice defensive grab from Lemos in the corner now. Ooh, that could have been big. He just misplaced the jump AB a bit. Now, we've known DPL for a long time now, but I first saw Lemos at UTC, the Polar Bears event. I'm really glad he stopped by because I think this is a player with potential. Okay, nice. No combo, though. Let's get the grab. It'd be nice for Lemos. Yeah, the Rekka. The Rekka is it's just... ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with this. Yeah, universal overhead. See, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to... People can make their own decisions, but I just feel like to not have your bar is just such a distinct weakness. So if you're Lemos right now, what you really got to do is just not ever give up the life lead. Don't ever give up the life lead. You have to dominate the round. The universal overhead. There's that jump AB. He's been trying to land it. It's the grab. And this is good for Lemos. Now, at this point, just don't get hit by state of nothingness. Scary. Yeah, we've seen DPL do that universal overhead a ton, so Lemos didn't get it that time, but that was a close call for him. 1-1. Now, DPL did do jump heavy into heavy, and the way this game works is it won't allow more than 2 heavies in a row. So if you do heavy into heavy, the second one makes you fall over. So it's questionable. You could argue that he should have gotten like heavy. Nice block on the universal overhead. Should have gone heavy into Eason, but that's in the past now. Good defensive grab from Lemos. Yeah, DPL loving that universal overhead. Kyo made it hard. Nice duck. Oof. Ant's just eating DP there. So, yeah, he could got a lot more, but I'll take it. He's getting these fireballs off, but not really getting those swaggy cause combos. Very nice defensive grab, though. And this is how every game is gone. Lemos taking the first round. Okay, what's the punish? It looks like he's probably dropping his run input, which isn't always his fault. This game has a fair bit of wonkiness, and that includes how run inputs work. And yeah, he's getting those defensive grabs. Okay, DPL was going for the Rekka. Pants. It's a grab for it. Could have been worse. They're both in rage. Oh, these defensive grabs are just working. Okay. Not going to eat too much damage for that. They're both out of rage now. Lemos, so he's making the most of the, yep, and 6-6-AB, and that was a combo. Very well played. Lemos going to take that one over DPL 2-1. Still a close game, but Lemos doing the best he can to make it in the top 4 right now. Tonfa, I think, is fairly safe. But, you know, no one can sort of rest on their laurels at this point. You need to give it your all. And game count does matter, so winning or losing 2-0 is worse than losing 2-1. Okay, Tonfa does get the grab. So this is Chile to Maryland. It's definitely far range, but hopefully it's playable. Lemos right now looking pretty good. Strong start. Okay, pocket stance. Nice 2AB. Yeah, I like that from Lemos. Just sort of waiting. 6-6-AB interrupt. 6-6-C from Tonfa. Misses a little pursuit, unfortunately. Okay, jump heavy. Lemos. Oh, he missed the run. I feel like that's been happening to him a lot. Oh, is it Chile? No, what did I say? It's definitely Chile. My bad. Yeah, Lemos is Chile. Cappucirno is Argentina. DPL is Colombia. We have more SA representation. Like, there used to be pretty strong SA representation in these, but it ended for a while. I'd love to see more SA representation again. Okay, Lemos taking that first game pretty handily. Tonfa is a strong start here, but it's still close. That jump AB from Kazuki is so strong. Oh, I like that. Wake up WFT. Very nice for Tonfa. He needs to close it out, though. Ooh, good defensive grab. Yeah, nice. Nice from Lemos. Tonfa typically very good with controlling the weapon, but it just didn't work out for him there. Lemos, good patience. And now he's on the verge, 1 round. Big pursuit. Nice from Tonfa. That won't work. Now universal overhead getting over the fireball. Nice neutral jump. Oh, that'll work for sure. And that's a drop. It looked like that was probably shoulder. Nice defensive grab on landing from Tonfa. This round is much more Tonfa's speed, but like, yeah, that's not going to work. It's thrown, but still get something out of that. Nice block from Lemos. Again, he's missing those run inputs. I feel like Lemos has gotten over that projectile multiple times. Yeah, I was waiting for the... Ah, that's unfortunate. Finishing it with a 5B. Lemos, strong win there. Right now, 2-0 over Tonfa. We'll have to see how that helps play out in top 4. Trying to put that other score in before I forget. Okay, all right. 6-6-AB. Freak, yeah, currently on the verge, but that's going to help Eruga quite a bit. Nice little pursuit from Eruga. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. See, I think in a situation like that, I would have looked for a poke. I think Freak was thinking throw, and throw would have done it as well, but like a 6-6-A or 6-6-S probably would have closed it out as well. There's just so little damage left. This is close right now. Freak up 1, Eruga trying. Ooh, that I thought that would work because that whiff stomp from Basara is so punishable. But Freak just missing the opportunity there. Or not necessarily missing the opportunity. The WFT just wasn't fast enough. Right now, this is steamrolling. Freak gonna have to make this count. Does land the WFT. see how the damage is. It's pretty good, but ultimately, okay, universal overhead. That's a big punish. Should be a big punish. He's scrambling right now. Okay, good to know that Basara still has the stomp there. Stomp is an annoying tool. Freak just trying to get some damage. That'll help. Okay, that catches. Oh, wow, and the mash and the grab. Okay, here we go. Freak 1 round away from winning this set. Eruga needs 1 round to keep himself in the set. Okay, here we go. That was interesting. Okay, so empty jump into the throw. That's big. 5 AB. Yeah, I like the Rage Explode from Eruga. Don't take that. Especially if you're Basara. Oh, that could be big. Gets the grab. We take those. Oh, that's interesting how that worked out. That was sort of weird. Empty jump from Eruga. Doesn't go for the little pursuit. Puffball. Gets the jump AB. That could have been scary. Yeah, again, it's a lot of damage. What's the punish? Yeah, it's hard. Oh, very nice. I like that. I like that from Eruga. It's hard to know what to do when you block Eason in time slow. Probably Eason back would have worked, but Freak didn't have a lot of time. Still, well played from Eruga. It was nice to see that the puddle avoid the grab. It's good stuff. Okay, so now we got 1-1 going to the hype stage. Yo, my boy is schmoovin'. I love this stage. Big pursuit, too far. Nice block. Almost no recovery on that. Interesting. A lot of recoil cancels. That's a big punish. Too far. I like that 6-6 AB. 6-6 AB from Yoshi is a very potent tool. Just has such high reach. You can people who are jumping away from you a lot. Oh, that's a 5 AB punish. Freak, if you watch that back, you dropped the big punish there. Little pursuit. No, it doesn't go for it. Yep. All overhead. Big pursuit. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. This is close. I love this song, though. This is definitely the hype stage. Okay, good mash on the grab. Eruga corner, but still has a life bleed. That command grab will help him. Good damage off that. Nice meditation. Jumps back, misses the DP. I like the 6-6 AB. That was an outright punish, but Eruga, I think, was holding up back. Okay. Yo, I'm energized. I won both of my stream matches. Let's go. I'm glad you had fun. We're not done yet, though. Okay, Eruga using time slow. Oh, I don't agree. That's okay. That's a pop-off. I'm sorry. That's a pop-off. Well, you know what? Honestly, I'll take it. I think that was the right call because 5AB, I'm not convinced that would have killed. This was the right thing to do. A little bit of swag to end it, though. Freakohollik is going to take that one. 2-1 over Eruga. Finishing our Swiss with the fatality. Good stuff. GG's. Top 4 starts now. Again, that top 4 is going to be Sora, Deka, Fumo, Lemos, Freakohollik. They are already in. They are not waiting for my ass. It's going to be, yep, Shizu versus Yoshi. They're doing it at the Spooky Temple. Sora with a little bit of a life lead. Now, here's the thing about Sora. I've played Sora enough to have a read on them. This is a very strong player, but they definitely have a lot of thoughts about the defensive end of the game, particularly how throws are avoided. So they tend to build a life lead and then get really defensive. Sometimes I feel like more so than they need to, but ultimately, like, you need to play the game how you see fit. But still, I feel like that style is going to be difficult for people to deal with. So I do, in my opinion, Sora's the favorite. We'll have to see how that plays out. I'm not saying they're unbeatable, but they're definitely coming in as the favorite, I would say. A nice use of jump B. That umbrella is so fun. Oh, that caught? Yo, eat shit, Sora. Oh, and just picks it up. Yeah, I respect that. Sometimes you just gotta mash the pickup because it can happen quickly. Yeah, just landing on the WFT like that's kind of wild. Wow, and you see how quick that jump B is using those float on floats, and you see Sora just doing a lot of duck. That, on the other hand, is definitely a good choice. Tap. He's just strong all around. Freak thinking about it. I mean, this is a tough fight. Let's be real here. Okay, going to the bridge. Nice DP. So DPs or DP looking moves are sort of funny in this game. Almost none of them are true DPs. Like they might have some invul, but they're not really used as anti-airs. They're more used as combo tools. And you notice that a lot of their damage is front loaded. So they're meant for combo purposes. The one exception to that is Shizumaru. The startup is pretty slow, but Shizu's DP has the invulnerability to be a real DP. You know what I haven't seen? Ghetto stage? That's true. She's not wrong. But yeah, something like a DP there would have been nice, but you know, I know those feels. Sometimes Shizu's floating right in front of you. You're like, what do I do? I like the 66AB was a great choice. That is a really potent tool from Yoshi. The 66AB is quite quick. This has a lot of like vertical reach. Okay, 2AB. That umbrella is so annoying, folks. It's just so big. Like, you'll jump over it and be like, yes, I got a big fat jump in coming. Nah, you're landing on the umbrella. The umbrella is just gigantic for some reason. I think ripping 66AB would have been good for Freak there, but just didn't come out. And tap gonna kill? No, but Freak in the blue, 10 seconds. It gets the grab, but like they really need to decide what they're gonna do here. And this is just enough time, really. But they're not. Here's the problem. Yoshi. Ooh, the DP. Little Pursuit. Ah, they might have been able to get the Little Pursuit there. That was close. All right, so we're going to take that one 2-0. Again, just in the name of keeping things moving. Okay, 5B. So I haven't seen any Deka tonight, but Deka, you know, it's come a long way. Definitely a strong competitor. Nice jump heavy. 660. A little too aggressive, probably. Nice throw punish there, but yeah, that's not going to work. The guaranteed little pursuit is, except for like maybe one or two weird exceptions, only works when your opponent's already in the corner and you're throwing them in the corner. If you are in the corner and you're throwing someone in the corner, it won't work. Big pursuit, nice from Lemos there. But 5AB. Y'all ever heard of 5AB? It's been a while. Yeah, you can tell we've not seen a single Deka match tonight. Nice jump heavy. 5A. That won't catch. Ooh, that was big. Got it. Yep, very nice from Lemos. Nice combo. Ooh, interesting. I don't know. Deka might have been able to confirm that in WFT. He looked for it there. I think you could probably option select that 66B in a WFT. What? Okay, whatever. Yeah, we were just playing 5 special and then someone pressed 5AB and then it was over. That was just so abrupt, dude. That was just so abrupt. Right? It was so unceremonious. It was like, all right, I guess it's done. My bad. That'll trade. And funnily enough, it's still relatively close for Hal. This is a defensive grab. How 5AB is cool. I mentioned this at, oh yeah, finally, Nana getting the ghetto stage. Nice little pursuit from Deka. Goes with the universal overhead, but Lemos has got the pants on deck. I mentioned this recently. Like, how is Ryu or whatever? He's our Ryu. But typically the Ryu is sort of viewed as like sauceless and boring. Maru is not that. Our Ryu, I think, is pretty goddamn hype. This dude just punches you in the mouth. You know what I mean? As far as like Ryus go, quote, Hao's definitely up there. And there's that weird 5AB disjoint. 66A, I like that. Imagine not playing Hao Maru. Couldn't be me. And that's another thing I mentioned recently. You don't know it. You maybe have, who's got the mash? Nice from Deka. You might not know this. You may have never played 5SP your entire life, but you have a Hao. Trust me. Like, it sounds silly, but if you know how to throw and you can do 5AB and you can do jump AB, you have a Hao. Speaking of which, jump AB. And that'll work. Yeah, big pursuit. Okay, I like that. Run up, grab. That's 5AB. Yep. Okay, I think he's in punish. Deka just refuses to rage explode. Okay, this I would jump over. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work too. I like Lemos going for the Kara cancel with the fireball. It didn't work out, but he tried to use every option available to him, so you can't ask for more than that. GG's. For the different flavor, this is lemon lime. This is Sprite Shizu. Okay. So the thing is, as I mentioned, Sora just has like a fairly strong defensive game. And I feel like a lot of this will come down to how well Deka is able to respond to that. As of right now, it's going in Deka's favor, but it's still very early. One thing Deka has to worry about is eventually, yeah, a jump will come. A nice wait from Deka is the right thing to do. Hit the 5B from Sora. That was not quite tight on the air reset. Air resets in the run-up grab can be very difficult to deal with. Nice use of 5C from Sora again. Pretty slow and composed right now. Run-up grab. I'm surprised Sora just wasn't ready for that. Universal overhead. Ooh, the tap, but nah, nothing there. 10 seconds. Nice 5AB from Sora. Yep, nice jump B. I like the attempt. In a situation like that, we knew that Sora was just going to keep holding up, so maybe like run under and then 2AB. But just well played killing the clock there from Sora. That 5C is really good for air resets, and air resets are really good for leading into throws, so Sora using that button really well. But oh, you pressed 2AB? My bad. Did you heard about 5AB? The nice thing about how Mario 5AB is like, did the opponent do something slightly risky from full screen? 5AB. You know what I mean? It's very simple. And there's that 2AB. We got people slinging money in the chat. I like that from Deka, but maybe 2AB in that situation. Wow, the stupid DP doesn't stupid TV beats the trade. Okay, Deka in the blue. This is a tough spot. Yep, universal overhead. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior 5AB? Pretty good. Okay, remember this is first to two. I'm just of the opinion that if you don't play Sora often, I don't know how much these two have played. It'd probably be a little bit difficult. That is just too risky in my mind. I understand it, but like I think a lot of playing against this playstyle is like not losing your cool. Yeah, very nice duck from Sora. Yo, Cappucirno with the love in the chat. Love to see it. You know, nice slide. Gets a little pursuit. Very good from Deka. That could have been big, but it's just he was already up in the air. That was not what Deka wanted. Yeah, too risky. Little pursuit. Very good from Sora. 6-6C, a little pursuit. Very nice. And Sora now on the verge. Oh, I like the run under. That was very nice. Okay, we're on the full hype stage for the record. Okay. Deka looking fairly strong this round. Ooh, nice spacing there to not get hit by that. But getting hit by that jump AB kind of sucks. Still has a little bit of a lead. There's that boot. Okay, nice 6-6 AB from Sora. Good whip punish. Nice preemptive jump heavy from Sora. Ooh, but that's good for Deka. Looks like he could have gotten a little bit more damage on that. Oh, I like that. Okay, so what do we do here? I think I might be in Deka's head, but I'm not going to claim to know. Ooh, very nice neutral jump. Very good. Tap wasted. But that 2AB 6-6C trade. Ooh. Deka just not willing to spend his bar, but it worked out for him. What can I say? 6-6 AB, I like that. Throw punish from Sora. Very nice block. And then punish. 6-6C. And yeah, good interrupting throws from Sora. Just controlling space fairly well. Deka meditates. He has a lot of meditation, but he can't keep letting the round progress this way as far as life deficit is concerned. Okay. Yep. Now the tap is gone, you know that the threat's not there. That's unfortunate for Deka. Big jump in there would have done numbers, but this is what I'm talking about. And the question is, like, are you prepared to deal with this or are you not? And I feel like a lot of people probably aren't. Deka keeping that last one close, but ultimately Sora closing that one out. 2-0, Sora moving on to grand finals. Stream should catch up. There it is. Mizuki stoop. It's a little bloody. Not a big deal. Okay. A lot of slashing right now. The question is, deflects when? Freakohollik holding up. It's working out for him so far. Okay. Jump heavy. 6C. Yeah, Freak just sort of holding up, placing a lot of buttons in front of him, and then when he had a moment, sliding in there for the run-up grab. Deka composing himself a little bit there, just sort of letting it play out a little bit. But there's that 5AB. A little bit of a life lead for Deka. Hop for Freak. He gets a life lead now. 5B. 5B. Sort of chaotic aura right now from these two. Okay, DP does not beat that out. Okay. And ultimately, multiple hits on that jump heavy. Freakohollik taking the first round. And back in. Ugh. Weird. There's that 5AB disjoint from Hal. My man Freak holding up. Very good punish from Deka Fumo. That's one thing that I feel like is often underrepresented on Hal is the ease with which he can punish and get WFT. His 2B is incredibly quick and is near 2B. Next 5AB. And yeah, when someone like Yoshi is disarmed, it's bad times. And Deka letting it play out a little bit. I respect it. Where's that? See, I don't want to say it out loud because they might be listening, but I'm waiting for something. DP from Deka Fumo. There it is. Yep. Freak has shown that he is not afraid to use that WFT. Yeah. Oh. Okay, Deka's sort of taking his time, but I don't know. In that situation, I think you pick up the weapon. Yep, he got it. Now, I like the jump heavy attempt, but it was just too far. That will work out for Deka. Big pursuit. Okay, hop into grab. Meditation from Deka. Your Deka, you're somewhat happy, but like you're happier now because you have a. Oh, and that's gonna do. You got a neutral jump. Yep, that works. Yep. Oh, and the run up grab, full screen, little pursuit. Brother. Oh, wow. If he had thrown it in the corner, it would have been guaranteed. He just barely. I think that was max damage there. It was just enough. Very close first match from these two. Okay. Freak, taking a second to think about it. I respect that. Typically, if it's like a really competitive set, I'll wait at least 5 seconds. Let him groove on it a bit. Okay. Yeah, my tummy is grumbling. Food after this. A weird interaction. I like to wake up DP. That'll land. Big pursuit. I just love how much reward how Mario gets from his projectile in this game. Being able to tack on the big pursuit. Lemblep in the chat. Yo, hope you're well. Thanks for stopping by. DP. That's a big punish. Oh, Deka. Okay, fine. I think that was, bigger punish than that. Forward roll. I think he was thinking WFT. Not to out Freak, but like the question is when that WFT is coming. He will go for it. Okay, mashing the grab from Deka. Oh, Deka going for the jump heavy, which was the right thing. He gets it there, but missed it on that first time. Where's the jump? Jump is coming, I feel like. Deka backs off, though. I respect it. DP from full screen. Freak just throwing out chaotic aura. It gets the grab. Yo, universal overhead. Again, yeah, throw punish. Now 2 points of chip. Yeah, and the projectile will do it. Yo, Freak, excellent day for him. We haven't seen him in a while. Comes back. Goes all the way to losers final. Is going to end in third. But that is indeed the end for the day. Deka Fumo now going to get the run back with Sora, and this time it'll be a first to 3. Okay, here we go. Grand finals. So I don't know. I think it's on. This is something of a puzzle, and if you're not ready to deal with Sora's playstyle, it's just gonna feel impossible. So I think it's on Deka to sort of figure this out, and he has, you know, he's got three rounds at least to do it. But it's gonna come down to that. Can he figure out how to approach this? Nice DP from Sora, as we said. Like, is there DP? Probably like the one legit DP. Okay, Deka does get that grab. The 5 AB attempt, but yeah, that's Sora, excuse me. That Shizu jump AB is just so strong. Nice punt there, and I like the mix-up afterwards. 616, a little pursuit. Oh, I like the run under attempt from Deka. I don't necessarily think it was wrong. He just wasn't able to get there in time. And that jump B from Shizu just has such beautiful horizontal range to it. Stuff Deka from a mile away. And, you know, I love the guy, but, like, that's not going to work. You know what I mean? Sometimes that works, but, I don't know. You can't count on something like that. Okay, does get the universal overhead into the DP. Oh, he's going to land on it, yeah. Okay, now if you're Deka, how do you get your weapon back? It is mad far. Right now, just watching. Jump S. Deka's fighting. My man is fighting. He gets it back. That's actually kind of impressive. Oh, it's unfortunate that didn't work in time. So Deka making the read there on the up back, which is not a bad read because Sora's shown that option. But now you got to be thinking about the layers. Nice jump, like jumpy on the downward end of that float. Just catching the whiff 5AB. Well played from Sora. I think a lot of this will also come down to frustration. You know what I mean? Like in a matchup like this, you sort of got to keep your cool. I also think life lead itself is important. There's a tap from Sora. That's pretty early. Universal overhead. I like the DP. Yeah, because he's been doing near 5AB in those situations, and it's not working. He needs to figure out what the alternative is. I would like the 5AB attempt there. Thinking something. Yep. But if you're going to play that game, you have to also be ready to duck. Deka that time takes the initiative. Scramble. Universal overhead. Yep. At that range, I mean, you can react with a duck, but it's not necessarily easy. Okay. That could just not a lot of time. Wake up DP is a crazy choice. If Sora's wrong on that, he dies, but he was right, so it works. Nice duck. Doesn't get the throw punish. So in situations like this, you sort of need to overflow the mental stack. If you know that someone's going to lean heavily on things like duck, you need to sort of call them out on it. Make them consider what the options are. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's pretty deep layers. But like when someone's going to play this way, you need to sort of run up and sort of overflow them with the potential options that you have. You know what I mean? And that opens up throw. Okay, that worked out for Deka. Yeah. Sora playing a little bit loose there, probably looser than they needed to, but at the same time, they were probably thinking, or he was probably thinking, like, hey, you know, if I land this, it's looking bleak now. If I land this, it could work. Now, that situation, I understand when Shizu's just floating above your head, it can be really weird, but that is a situation that you need to sort of consider an option to. 5AB wasn't working, but I'm sure there were other things that could have been done. Nice deflect. Is that going to... It's not horrific, but Deka is definitely in life deficit. That helps. And at this point, you might be thinking pop, you know? Definitely pop now. You don't have a choice. Yeah, I would have been the first to pop, but we'll see how this goes. Oh! You got to be careful. Yep, very nice. Okay. Very nice from Deka. Okay. 1-1. Love to see it. And I think something from this sort of matchup that's really important, I think it's important in every matchup, but really important here is like maintaining the life lead. You know what I mean? If you are in the life lead, you hold the cards. And one thing to watch out here is with Rage is like something into WFT. I feel like Sora in these situations, hopefully they're not listening, but I feel like Sora in a situation like that is like, I'm just going to keep rolling the dice with high risk, high reward options. I'm in such a deficit, you know what I mean? Okay, speaking of deficit, Sora in a little bit of a deficit, gets the grab. Nice jump B from Sora. Runs up, neutral jump. Okay, that's unfortunate. You got to be careful about that. I like the back turn combo. Not a ton of damage, but there's something to be said for using tap frequently as a combo tool. Do you save it for one big tap or a lot of little taps? I think you can make an argument for both. Nice 6-6B punish. Nice duck. And that's the thing. When someone is down backing like that, it's very easy to react to run up with a duck. So it's just a layer that you need to consider. When you know someone is going to be looking for ducks, you need to start considering other options. Run up, bait it out, or run up, throw out a button that's good at punishing ducks. Ow, close 5AB might be that button, but you sort of have to expect it. Run up throw isn't guaranteed. So we're looking very strong here. And 2AB, yeah, that'll close it out. Strong game too. And with that, Sora just needs one more to close it out. Deka immediately locking back in. Yo, we're gonna do it Yoshi's pad. I like the snow out there. It's pretty. Yeah, nice jump, AB. Yeah, nice jump, AB. That button is so good. Okay, 6-6C, low pursuit. Oh yeah, it's not. That's not been working. And one thing I think, if you're decking, you go back and watch this later. Sort of identify. Oh, okay. Identifying options that aren't working, you know what I mean? And this looks like frustration, which I totally get. It is frustrating. All right, Sora now, one round away. Okay, gets the run up grab. Maybe. Yeah, I like the attempt from Deka. It's unfortunately a little bit late there, but you sort of have to shoot your shot there. That little delay defense from the deflect. Okay, hop in the grab. Goes for a little pursuit, but nothing there. Universal overhead. Nice. Tap. How much will it hurt? Not too bad. And Deka now 2 ticks a chip. That wasn't what he was looking for. Yeah. One more tick a chip. Very good. Okay. Deka not out of it yet. One more round, make it 2-2. Or is Sora going to close this out? Okay, run up grab. Sora extending the lead a little bit. Okay, early jump heavy is an interesting choice. Okay, yeah, it sort of makes it hard to approach Shizu in the air. That jump heavy from Shizu is just so good. Oh, I like that. Very nice from Deka. And now this is close. If you're Deka, you need to be thinking, how do I close this out? Ah, it's unfortunate. Oh! Right when he needed it. If he had that just a couple frames later. Now, I'm looking out for Fatality. Yeah, Fatality can be a decent void throw maneuver. Yep. There it is. So we're going to close it out with the Fatality. The special appearance from Zonkuro. Well played. Deka Fumo played it well, but Sora ultimately going to take it. And let that be a reminder to you. If you're out there and you've not been asking Sora for sets, you probably should. Because he has a pretty unique play style, and if you're not ready for it, you're going to get killed. But GG's. Congratulations to Sora for taking it. Let's read top 4. So it's going to be... Oh, I forgot to put in the score. Fumo. No worries, Deka. You ultimately played well, but it's all good. Okay, here we go. So top 4 is going to be Sora, followed by Deka, followed by Freak, followed by Lemos. All right, and there you have it. What an excellent turnout today. It was really, really cool to see that many people in the bracket. I think we ultimately ended up with 14. 14 of the 15 came through. Yo, I'm super happy to see this kind of turnout for NA and SA again. We've been doing this for almost 5 years at this point. In the beginning, these Monday turnouts were massive, but they sort of slowed down a little bit. So it's really cool to see everyone come through. I hope that everybody enjoyed themselves and they're feeling excited. When's possible 2v2 tournament? We did a 2v2 tournament earlier in the year. Be on the lookout in the months ahead, Eruga. It will happen again, I promise you. Just keep an eye out in the Discord and you'll hear from me soon enough. Yeah, but that is it for this week, folks. We'll be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, we'll be back here. We'll be doing this again. We do this every 2 weeks. Every third week, or every third STS is a Saturday STS. It's open up the EU. And then again, if there's anybody out there who thinks that 5SP is pretty cool and what we do is pretty cool, you want to be a part of it, there's the Discord link. Come, join us, play 5 special. We run events regularly, and there's matchmaking as well. It's a good game. It's worthy of your time. Slash, there were for sure new people there, or their first time in these events. Wanted to join but had to run errands? No problem, dude. You know we will do it again. That's it, folks. I don't want to take y'all's time. Appreciate you all. Just under 2 hours. We ran a little bit long, but it is what it is. Thank you, folks. Everybody take care. Sleep well. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Later.